Let's get it started in here.
Let's go.
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
Okay, I am recording. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Daily Bread.
Hello.
I have with me one of the besties for the restie. Listen, day one, but day two. You're a day one and a day two. You know what?
I was waiting for that.
You're a day one, but a day two. Guys, help me welcome Ms Phiwe in the building.
Hello, everybody.
First ever collaboration. Ms Phiwe. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna put that sound effect in. I have to look. I'm gonna have to look.
Okay.
How are you doing, babes?
You're great, and you're right, and you're relevant, and you're cool. I just came back from a trip, baby girl. Even during these corona times.
Okay, please let people know where you are, because in South Africa that's illegal. So let the people know where you are, just in case you get in trouble.
True. I am in the United States of America.
United States of America. Yes, thank you, babe. So there, it's daylight, it's daytime. Here, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Different time zones, but a girl hopped on, and we're grateful. And we're talking all things Grey's Anatomy today, babes. Guys, Phiwe,
so excited.
I just love Grey's. But Phiwe, I need you to tell me why you love Grey's. What is it about Grey's that you love so much?
Okay, well, aside from the fact that it was my coping mechanism when I was going through the absolute most.
That's the whole word.
The absolute most.
Hallelujah.
Well, aside from God, obviously.
Of course.
Just Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy was it for me.
God,
like I started
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Wow, I was not, that escalated way too quickly. But yeah, so I was just going through the most and started watching Grey's. A friend of mine, shout out to Kate. Yes. So she, not that she put me on, but she reminded me of Grey's. And we started watching from season 7. And then they started talking about all these characters from like way back when. I said, I gotta go back.
You started in season 7? That's heresy.
I mean, listen to me.
People like this
so I had
genuinely stress me out. I get high blood pressure because of people like you who start things way ahead of time.
Did you not ask me a question? Am I not answering the question? Are you interrupting me?
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
So what happened was I was reminded of Grey's because Kate was watching it and she was in season 7. And then I said, nah, I gotta go back, because I had seen previous seasons, but I just wasn't sure what was happening. So I went back and I started watching from season 1 all the way up to whatever current season they had. And I just fell in love with like just the characters, just how like it's not just a medical show, but like we see people's lives. It teaches us about life, relationships, all of it, friendships.
Hallelujah.
And there's amazing quotes by Meredith when the show starts. Oh my gosh. I literally was like jotting everything down because I'm like, whoa. Yeah. But it's just a great show overall. And man, I just love it. Yeah,
okay.
I've learned so much from it.
Since you've told us why you love Grey's and you kind of like just jumped in there and answered my next question. My next question after that is, who would you say you relate to the most?
Who do I relate to the most? Obvious, my girl. Obvious. We've spoken of it. Meredith Grey.
Okay. Elaborate.
Because I know this is like strictly season 1 to 5, right?
Yes.
Season 1 to 5. I don't relate to Meredith season 1 to 5. Maybe I do, but like I relate to Meredith in the sense that girl has been through the most.
Shonda hates
absolute most. Shonda hates Meredith at this point. I'm convinced, because every season every season, something gotta happen. Something has gotta happen. But the way a girl rises above other situations.
This is a whole word.
Listen here, bro. Listen here. I relate. I relate to
Like
that.
a phoenix.
So
rise above.
right. I will rise. I will rise.
Listen.
1,000 times again.
I love it.
So it's just that I don't relate to the messy Meredith though. Like,
who could she be messy?
Ooh, she be messy with them boys. I don't relate to that girl. You know I don't. In season 1 to 5, she was going through the most. No. I don't relate to that girl.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay, something I didn't explain in the beginning to everybody who's watching. Every 5th episode of each series, I'm going to try and have a collaboration with someone that I have bonded over with the series. Later on, it will probably be one of you guys, anybody really. But for now, I'm starting with people that I know that I bonded with over the series. And my person for Grey's Anatomy is this young lady over here. This is my person when it comes to Grey's Anatomy. Okay, cool.
Definitely.
Now that I've explained all of that, Phiwe, I'm going to, interest you in a game of Would You Rather. And whoever you rather, or whatever situation you rather, explain to us why. I might fight you because that's how we roll. But
literally how we roll.
Here are my questions on my phone. The first is McDreamy or McSteamy. Who are we going for? Who would you rather be within a relationship, I guess, because we ain't doing people like that. That's not the message we're trying to give to the people. We love the Lord. Amen. So
amen.
So who would you rather, let's say, be in a relationship with? McDreamy or McSteamy?
In a relationship with. Yikes. Whew. That is a tough question. Because they're both messy human beings. Let's start there.
Period.
They are both messy human beings. But I feel like because I think Derek knows how to commit. And I like that about him. His commitment is amazing.
Okay.
And I stand. Like when he's in a relationship, like he's fully in it and he is a supportive person. And I like that about him.
100.
Whereas Umextimi, on the other hand, hey, I've seen some very shady things over there. So I don't know about him. So yeah, McDreamy.
I would go for McSteamy because I hate McDreamy. McDreamy is the worst person.
But we know
ever.
this.
He's the worst person. Like even though Mark is trash, I would rather go for the trash that is Mark.
Woo!
And Mark dies earlier. So he would be out of my life quicker than Derek would be. Do you see my logic? It's logical. He dies first. You must think.
Wow. Okay.
Next.
All right.
Would you rather, I think you've kind of answered this, but anyway, would you rather be Meredith or Christina?
Definitely Meredith. Girl.
Why would you rather be Meredith?
Like I've said, Meredith knows how to take things that are going on in her life and like make magic out of those things and like rise above those situations, of which I don't think Yang has gotten the hang of that. She just buries it in all the work and she buries it in her very cold character. And I don't think she allows people. I mean, I think Owen kind of sort of got to her, like got through her, or through to her. But I'm not so sure about everyone else. I just feel like there's more to her than what she gives us. And yeah, I don't think that's how we should live life. Just like,
I mean, I would have first said Christina because she's just a boss, but she's a boss that seems burdened and is not willing to sort out her issues. We've never seen that. We've never seen her and she's
Yeah.
burdened. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so I think I might
Yeah.
agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
That Meredith might be the person to. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, next one. Would you rather save Burke and Christina's relationship, or Hunt and Christina's relationship? Which one would you save? You got to save one.
Yo. You know what? I think we got to see more of like the caring, nurturing Christina when she was with Owen than we did when she was with Burke. Because with Burke, she seemed like she was just like following his shadow and doing everything that he wanted. So I think I would like, even though like it was traumatic, that relationship stressed me and I wasn't even in it. I think because of that, because I think like in any relationship, like we should be able to see, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, wait, but
So
do
yeah,
you?
so
Mhm.
yeah,
I was saying, do you think maybe if we saw Christina and Burke get married, that we would have seen that as well?
it doesn't matter because they didn't.
Oh,
So we're not talking about
potential.
what could have been. We're not talking about what could have been. So babes,
Fair enough.
bring it back in.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, so I would say because we got to see more. Oh yes, this is what I was saying about relationships. Like we get to see what's her face?
Chris Young.
Who are we thinking? Oh, Christina in a different light, you know? And I think that's pretty cool because she was just like following whatever Burke wanted in that other relationship. Although Burke was really good for her,
I think
I
so
didn't see
too.
how she contributed to the relationship
That's the
genuinely.
whole word.
So
right
that's
there.
what I was trying to say.
Because I
That is
think
what I was trying to say.
Burke was really good towards her. I mean, except
Yeah.
the last part where
Yeah.
for his own dignity. But
Yes.
I think I may agree with you. You're changing my mind. I was set on the things that I was gonna.
I love to see it. I love to hear it.
You're changing my mind. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a Would You Rather on a bit of a throwback. So there were 2 episodes. Do you remember the episode where George called out that anesthesiologist that was drunk? He was drinking.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
I
And
remember
then
that.
there was another one where I don't know who called out who, but I think it could have been Christina. There was a cardiothoracic surgeon that was old, like super old, and wanted to do like an old procedure where a newer one would have been better.
Yes, I
So
remember that.
I think that might be beyond season 5. I'm cheating a little bit.
I think so, yeah.
But yes, would you rather call out that attending? Either way, there are consequences because you're calling out an attending. Call out that attending who was drunk during a procedure, or call out the attending that was too old and could have used a newer procedure. Like, which one would you call out?
Okay, so my thing is, as long as he's saving a life and he's doing his work, it's fine. It doesn't matter what procedure he uses. And if that's what he knows best, then rather stick to that than like risk, killing someone just because you want to try something new. So I would, and we're always here for calling out people when they're in the wrong. So let's do that. Let's call out that surgeon or that anesthesia, whatever.
The one who was
Let's call him out.
on the job. And
yes, the one who was drinking. He was the one who was in the wrong.
No,
This
100%.
other one was not in the wrong.
And do you remember how like the patient woke up during the surgery?
We're in the business of calling people out.
That's what we're doing in 2020. This is It's the whole word. Okay, next. Would you rather be one of Christina's interns or one of George's interns?
George's interns.
Oh, why?
Because I think medicine has an aspect of like, you have to be able to be personal and apply yourself to situations and like your personality and your feelings. Although that's probably an 80-20 thing. Yeah, I think you should be able to do that. And I think like George balances that quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in the beginning, but like eventually he, because you need to get the patients to trust you. You need to get the patients to like get to know you as a person so they can trust you. And George did that a lot, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Christina is all about the medicine, and that's all.
And she was going to call you 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Exactly. And even though she sometimes does get through to the patients and does get personal, she doesn't know how to teach that aspect of being personal.
She didn't teach her.
She didn't teach that. She can do it. She's been taught how to do it, but she doesn't know how to teach that. And so, because it doesn't come naturally to her.
I agree.
So I would rather, definitely George.
Okay, next one, second to last one. Who would you rather be your person in Grey's Anatomy? Who's that person to you? Whether it's a friend or whatever. Season 1 to 5.
Okay, now I know we've had this conversation before. And yikes. None of the interns. Oh. Yeah, I think Richard still.
To be your person.
I'm going to be my person, yes.
Like person as in like also what you're going through personally. How are you gonna Okay, but it depends what capacity.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just thinking, if you were an intern, it depends on your capacity, I guess. But why Richard?
Hey, Mvethu. Hey, wisdom. Wisdom. He's got so much of it. And I like that about him. And I don't know, like when I watch him on TV, like he just feels like he could be my grandpa or something.
He's not that old, jeez.
I know.
Okay, Richard Weber.
He's like very like straightforward, and he's very honest as well. So I like that about him. And he just cuts to the chase. Like he's not here for the little nitty-gritties, the nonsense. He just tells you no. Yeah. And I think what I appreciate about him as well is that like he watches and he lets you make those mistakes, and then once you've made those mistakes, he's like, listen, can you see how this has affected everything? Time for change. Something has gotta, because I don't like those people every time you want to do something, don't do it, like they don't let you live your life. And I think I like that about Richard. Like he lets you live your life, but he's also there for you.
That is, I would have said George, because I just think in general, George is one of like the most loyal people. He'll be a good friend to you. He'll be helpful to
I agree.
you. He will do
I agree.
almost anything for you. I would have said George. Yeah. Definitely George. Okay.
I definitely agree. He's so loyal.
No, he's lovely. He is lovely. And then the final question is, which speciality would you rather study under at Grace Sloan or at the time Seattle Grace?
I'm not touching no one's brain. I'm not doing that. I am not touching nobody's brain. I'm also not touching anyone's heart. No. No. I'm not fixing anyone's broken legs or limbs.
So no,
I'm not doing that.
So when elimination, like process by elimination.
Okay. What I'm absolutely not going to do. I think either general,
peds,
or peds. So those are the two things. So I would do peds or general, but I'm leaning more towards peds because me and the kids, but also I think it would like hurt me to have to like hurt them, because
but there's a lot of hope with kids, because kids like recover really quickly. I think peds would be great, and everybody's been under everybody who has been through peds, I like them. I like Addison, Arizona, Karev, I like all of them. But personally, because I'm a brain person, so as much as I hate Derek with every fiber in my being, if it hasn't been clear up to this point, I would still.
When are we going to be with the slander, like when?
Listen.
Just when?
I'm gonna have a whole episode explaining why. Because you know how many people have been in my DMs, like, bro, why do you hate Derek so much?
Benzagak.
No, I'll explain
Attack her.
why.
Continue doing that.
No, I'll explain why. And in fact, I even got one person to agree with me. So I'm moving to convince you all that Derek is trash, but it's all good. But yes, Nero.
I'm just saying, like, he's equally as trash as anyone in the show. Like,
No.
I don't understand why you're singling him out, and he's the most trash character, like, in the entire show.
Because his trashness doesn't end. Most people's trashness ends.
Like, whose trashness ends?
Alex's trashness ends. Karev's trashness. I mean, that's the same person. Addison's trashness ends. Richard too. Okay, maybe his trashness doesn't end.
Exactly.
But also, Richard is not my favorite guy. So Meredith's trashness ends. Almost everybody's ends. There's growth in every single character except Derek. Think about that. Just think about that.
Whatever.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Derek. We're here to do Would You Rather. But anyway, that was the last one. Yeah, guys, I think that is it from us. Phiwe, you are a boss. Babes, got so much love for you. Thank you so much for joining.
Love you, girl.
Today.
It's been lovely. And hey, everyone.
Do you want people to follow you on social media? You can drop your socials, or no, you don't want anybody to know?
I mean, they can follow me if they want. I'm just private, so I'll accept who I want to accept.
And where can they find you on social media, babes? What's your Instagram?
It's at Phiwe Dlamini on Instagram, and that's the only one I'm really active on.
That's it. That's it, people.
That's it, people.
Okay, guys, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, do all the things. Share with
your babes.
And I'll see you.
Batini, notification don. You must join the notification
gang.
Yeah.
Notification gang.
That's what yes.
All right, guys. Thanks, Phiwe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.